Hi everyone! Today we're going to talk about elements of poetry. So one of the first elements we're going to talk about is alliteration. Alliteration is when words near each other start with the same sound or sounds. So listen to this sentence and tell me what sound you hear over and over again. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. What sound did you hear over and over again? I heard the p sound like a P. And look at all these P's in this sentence. So that's alliteration. The author used the same sound over and over again. All right, now let's talk about repetition. That's when you use the same words over and over and over and over and over again. So a lot of times in a poem, you'll see the same words or maybe a line repeated over and over again. So that means that line's important. Right? If you say something over and over and over again, it's got to be pretty important to you for you to keep saying it, right? Good. Okay, so now we're going to talk about rhyme, the last element. So rhyme is when words end with the same sound or sounds. So cat and sat. Those rhyme because they both end with that at sound. All right, now I want you to take these elements and I want you to look for them in the book we're about to read. We'll be reading Pete the Cat, Rockin' in My School Shoes. So, let's look at this cover. Who do you think the story is about? Well, I'm assuming it's about Pete the Cat right here. What do you think he's going to do in this book? So the book is called Pete the Cat, Rockin' in My School Shoes. So I think he's probably going to go to school in his school shoes. Let's see. Look, now he's getting on the school bus. Here's Pete. Here comes Pete strolling down the street, rocking red shoes on his 4 furry feet. Pete is going to school, and he sings this song. I'm rockin' in my school shoes, I'm rockin' in my school shoes, I'm rockin' in my school shoes. Pete is sitting at his desk when his teacher says, "Come on, Pete, down the hall to a room with books on every wall." Where is Pete going? Well, he's going to a room with books on every wall. What room in the school has books on every wall? Oh, maybe he's going to the library. Let's see. The library! Pete has never been to the library before. Does Pete worry? Goodness, no. He finds his favorite book and sings his song. I'm reading in my school shoes, I'm reading in my school shoes, I'm reading in my school shoes. Check out Pete. He's ready to eat in a big noisy room with tables and seats. Where is Pete? What room in a school is big and noisy and has tables and seats in it? Oh, maybe he's in the lunchroom. Let's check. The lunchroom. It can be loud and busy in the lunchroom. Does Pete worry? Goodness, no. He sits down with his friends and sings his song. I'm eating in my school shoes, I'm eating in my school shoes, I'm eating in my school shoes. Pete and his friends are playing outside on a green grassy field with swings and tall slides. Where is Pete? Where in school can you play outside where there's swings and tall slides? Oh, I know. Maybe the playground. The playground! Kids are running in every direction. Does Pete worry? Goodness, no. He slides and swings and sings his song. So why do you think the author keeps asking, does Pete worry? Right? He keeps repeating, using repetition. That's one of our elements. To say, does Pete worry? Goodness, no. Why would he say that? So maybe other people get nervous when they go to school, especially at the beginning, right? We all just started school, and we can be nervous and we can worry about what's going to happen. But does Pete the cat worry? Goodness, no! He knows school is fun and exciting, and he can go to all these places in the school, and he can have fun and be with his friends, right? And learn a lot. So maybe that's why that line is important. Just think about it. I'm playing in my school shoes, I'm playing in my school shoes, I'm playing in my school shoes. All day long, Pete sings his song. I'm singing in my school shoes, I'm painting in my school shoes, I'm adding in my school shoes, I'm writing in my school shoes. So real quick, describe Pete's school shoes. What do they look like? So look, he's wearing them in these 3 pictures. So I noticed that they're red. They have laces. They're tall. What else do y'all notice? I want y'all to think. When school is done, Pete rides the bus home. Pete's mom asks him, "What did you do at school today?" And Pete says, "I was rocking in my school shoes, I was rocking in my school shoes, I was rocking in my school shoes, and I will do it again tomorrow, because it's all good." So how does Pete feel about school? So he says at the end, because it's all good. So it sounds like he likes school and that he's not worried about school, right? He has a great time. He has a positive attitude. He likes school, I can tell. All right, there he is again on the bus. Okay. So, let's talk about what elements of poetry we saw in that book. So poets use words in different ways to make their writing interesting and fun to read or listen to. Let's go back to page 3. All right. Which word rhymes? Here comes Pete strolling down the street. Oh, Pete and street rhyme. Rockin' red shoes on his 4 furry feet. There's another one. Feet, street, and Pete all rhyme. Okay, what ending sound do these rhyming words have? Pete, street, feet. They all end in that eat sound. All right, let's go all the way back to page 21. Oh. All right, let's see what sound pattern we hear. The playground. Kids are running in every direction. Does Pete worry? Goodness, no. He slides and swings and sings his song. Oh, I hear a lot of s sounds in he slides and swings and sings his song. What word did I use to describe the same sounds over and over again? Oh, alliteration. The author used alliteration in slides and swings and sings his song. All right, let's go to the next page. All day long, Pete sings his song. I'm singing in my school shoes, I'm painting in my school shoes, I'm adding in my school shoes, I'm writing in my school shoes. Which words does the author repeat? So in everything I just said, he said, in my school shoes. I'm doing something in my school shoes. in my school shoes over and over again. So what important idea is the author telling us by repeating these words? Well, he's telling us that Pete really loves his school shoes and that those shoes are for school. And he's having a lot of fun doing a lot of things in his school shoes. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for reading with me. That was a lot of fun. So I want you, in the next book you read, to see if you can find any elements of poetry. So go pick out a poem or a poetry book and see what you can find. See you later.